Here we see a sperm, a male gamete under a microscope. Its purpose is to find its female counterpart, an ovum, to fertilize it and form offspring. Unfortunately, in the natural process of internal fertilization, hundreds of millions of other sperm are on the same mission, and there may only be one. This is a part of a wonderful production of life, performed by the reproductive system. Now, I'm sure all of us are familiar with the sexual reproductive system, where, through intercourse, a sperm fertilizes an ovum to create offspring, or where intercourse does not occur and instead happens outside the female body. This is known as external fertilization, as opposed to internal fertilization. This method of reproduction is more commonly seen in marine animals, as the gametes don't dry up so easily. But what if you want to do everything yourself? I mean, sexual reproduction requires two members, a female and a male, each possessing either gamete, sperm, and ovum, with half the chromosomes so that when the two meet, the offspring resulting get half their genes from one parent, and so forth. So I introduce to you asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction by which offspring arise from a singular organism and inherit the genes of that parent only. This means no gametes, no meiosis, more on that later, and no need for the complicated process of finding a partner. Essentially, you're doing this. Sexual reproduction. What a beautiful process. For this video, we will be focusing primarily on the human species. So, to understand how the process works, you must understand the reproductive systems for both sexes. Welcome to the male reproductive system. Here, in the testes, the production of sperm occurs. The testes are held in the scrotum. Mature sperm enters the epididymis, the storage rooms. Then, when needed, it goes out the vas deferens. The seminal vesicles then provide fructose, which provides an energy source for the sperm, while the prostate glands adds a liquid whose function is to enhance the motility of the sperm. The bulbourethral glands secretes a fluid that neutralizes the acidity of the urine residue in the urethra, helps to neutralize the acidity of the vagina, and provides some lubrication for the tip of the penis during intercourse. Moving at a stellar pace of 5 millimeters per minute, 300 million released sperm cells will attempt to reach the ovum. Around 100 will make it, yet only one will fertilize the egg. Truly heart-wrenching. Next up, the female reproductive system. Unlike sperm, which are regularly made, the ovaries already have an expansive bank of over 80 to 20 weeks after becoming a fetus. So, when a female reaches puberty, they begin their menstrual cycle. An egg will mature and release every month from the ovaries. This is called ovulation. When the mature ovum is released, it will enter the fallopian tube for 3 to 4 days, after which it falls into the uterus, fertilized or not. If it has been fertilized, then it will grow into a baby. If it doesn't, it will be shed out along the uterus lining. This is known as the period. So, as a summary, there are two types of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction needs only one parent, while sexual reproduction requires two. The cells involved in asexual reproduction are somatic cells, and sexual reproduction uses gametes, specifically sperm and ovum, male and female respectively. The cell division that occurs in asexual reproduction is mitosis, where cell splits into an identical pair. Meiosis is observed in sexual reproduction, where a cell splits 4 times, resulting in gametes that contain half of the parent's genes. Now, this meiosis thing involves something called PMAT, which is a process that is kind of complicated and something we won't cover. But because of meiosis, all of our genetic makeups are unique.
Genetic variation.
Additionally, the purpose of mitosis is repair, growth, and asexual reproduction, while meiosis's purpose is for sexual reproduction. And that's it. that's the end of the video. My references, honestly, is just from my science book. So thank you, Mrs. Naim, for teaching me, and I'll head out. See you guys.